Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakwah Qudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wagawathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Cobb coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, I want to go in on this. Let the weak say, I am strong. Babylon is done. And honestly, the thing about this is that definitely go check out the video. I'm going to link this in the description. But the thing here is that you have these other nations, and there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of it is propaganda. And if you are watching this and you live in America, for example, a lot of times, or most, I'll say 10 plus years ago, whenever it came to wars and other nations' policies and stuff like that, Babylon would always paint these other nations to be the most evil, the most wicked, the thing, with especially with the Muslim countries. The Muslim countries would always say, oh, look at what these people do to women. Oh, look at what these people do to girls. Look, these girls have no rights and this, that, or whatever and stuff like that, propaganda and whatnot. And you know what's funny is even today, I know someone, or at least someone, or if not multiple people, that still hold a negative view on the Middle Eastern countries. I'm not saying that they shouldn't, all right, but my main thing is that people, they basically are following after Esau's propaganda. Not necessarily propaganda, because I guess some of it is true, but in terms of propaganda, in terms of like the intended purpose of I want my people, or the people, to hate them. That's basically what it is. Okay, and actually, let me see something. Let's just get the definition. Propaganda, information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or a particular cause, doctrine, or point of view. So basically, the propaganda is how they present information on the Middle East. All right, and yes, maybe it's true, but they radicalize it. They push it, or maybe they don't radicalize it, but basically the main thing is that they want to make the people, the everyday average person, hate the Middle East, just like they made the regular everyday average person hate Asian people with the whole C, all right, with the C thing in 2020. All right, that was basically how Esau gets down. And as a result of that, we're aware of this, and I'm not saying that we need to join up with these other nations. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that people that just have these blind hatred towards these people, without really understanding or comprehending, like who is worse. All right, who is the person that is even worse beyond that? All right, it's just like, well, what's the point? All right, like, why am I only focused on this person rather than focusing on either both of them, or the one that's actually objectively worse, which is Esau. Esau has done worse things. All right, but again, I'm not trying. This is not the nations are not that bad and whatnot. It's just objective information I'm trying to push out there, all right, or inform you of. Anyway, Joel chapter 3 verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And this is the thing where the nations, they're starting to say, like, I don't like this, because if you heard of any of the things, like, there's a bunch of people that are complaining, saying free Palestine and all that stuff. And I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that this is what I'm presenting, the news and whatnot. All right, just this is hearsay. not necessarily hearsay. Everyone knows people be screaming that and whatnot. But anyway, the thing here is that people are screaming that, and they see that because of the internet, all right, so readily available, that I can just record something on my phone and upload it on the internet and whatnot. So as a result of that, so as a result of that, as a result of having such easy access to the internet, everyone just can see, okay, well, yeah, these people are lying. They told us this, but actually something else is happening and whatnot. All right, so yeah, all that stuff, all the information, the propaganda more specifically, that is made to make Esau be seen as, oh well, he's not that bad of a guy and whatnot. All right, but again, let me actually get this, because that's another one. Romans chapter 13 verse 1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahawah. The powers that be are ordained of Yahawah. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisteth the ordinances of Yahawah, and they that resist it shall receive to themselves damnation. And right now, Esau is the one that's in power. But, all right, the Lord is going to, change everything. He's going to flip things right side up, where the people that are in power right now, they're going to be taken out of power, all right, because they are ruling improperly, all right. I guess let's get that right quick. Sirach 10 verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority the city shall be inhabited. And this is the thing, where the unwise king, the evil king that is in power right now, all right, they are destroying their people, not just our people, the Israelites, but also their own Edomite people and the other heathens as well. Every nation is suffering as a result of Esau's rule. All right, so as a result of that, yes, the Lord is giving him a time to rule, and then the Lord's going to, and again, even with this, because Esau is blessed with the sword, Esau is blessed to be able to, he has all the military might, he controls the thing in that sense, and whatever. If someone gets out of line, he can just put them back in line. He can. The Lord gave him the power to do that. But again, we're going to the buts. Ezekiel chapter 28 verse. Well, I just want to preface this by saying this is just an example. This is not in regards to actual Esau, but I'm just letting you know that the powers that are ordained are of Yahawah, right? Now, Ezekiel 28 verse 2, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a power, I sit in the seat of Yahawah in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not Yahawah, though thou set thine heart as the heart of Yahawah. Okay, so basically the thing here is that there's this person, okay, the prince of Tyrus. He was arrogant. He thought, I am the most high. I'm just that good and whatnot. He was basically saying all that stuff. He thought that in his heart, in his mind, that okay, this is me. I'm the number one in the world, or whatnot, and stuff like that. All right, he had that much pride. And then let's go down to just getting the point. Verse 6. Oh yeah, verse 6. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of Yahawah, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. Okay, so let me also get this, if I can remember both of them. And then so first things first, Obadiah chapter 1, there's only one chapter, so I guess that's irrelevant. But Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground. All right, and that's basically Esau. Esau thinks, oh yeah, who's gonna bring me? Who's gonna check me? Who's gonna try to put me in order and whatnot? All right, that's basically Esau's mindset and how he thought and how he thinks he's gonna behave and whatnot. But the Lord, all right, he is. Let's actually continue on. Actually, verse 4: Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So YAHAWAH is going to bring Esau down. Now, how is he going to do that? Let's see. All right, because it's amalgamation of many things, but let's get it. Let's get this first one. Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So YAHAWAH is gonna, and this is the thing, by the way, because if you notice, it says, I shall, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So basically, the holes of the rocks, like those underground bunkers and stuff like that, the Lord is gonna send hunters, be they angels, men of the Lord with spiritual power, whatever. All right. However, or beasts. All right. Because there have been some crazy beast sightings. I'm not gonna lie. There was this one dude that called the 911 operator, and he was basically saying that there was some humanoid thing that jumped on his car. It was pretty crazy. Anyway, and I did a video on that, by the way. But anyway, continuing on, the thing here is that these devils are going to be chased. All right, they're going to be chased. They're going to be taken and destroyed. Now, what is this? What do I want? Is this? Okay, yeah, that's basically it. I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Shem, Yahawashi, Shem, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Biblical and Shalom.